toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. And the balls will put total weather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love what... Just talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So Tennessee's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue.
He's going to take a shot right away. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Back to throw, it's Maddox. That's reeled in, it's Prince. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Prince. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. A lot of urgency for this offense. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move there. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Two running backs alongside the quarterback. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UConn answered the bell away from the Rent today with an impressive victory. The Huskies knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Makes the catch. It's Daly. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Looking for a man. It's Gibbs. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Right down the middle. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Throws to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Butler. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run from the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
They'll run it from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass. It's Gibbs. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this.
Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Maddox. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they...
Catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play call by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Second down, he'll throw it. Dumps it to the back. Caught close to the marker, it's Butler. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Grab behind the line. It's Daly. There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Gibbs. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Prince. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the...
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Gibbs. He lets one fly deep. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Maddox. It's complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. He's got it inside the 30. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown Volunteers! He got a step and just dusted the field. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Mississippi State right back to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. To the air. It's Maddox. It's caught.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
To the air on second down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He might want another play. He'll start this drive firing. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Off to the races. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Vols!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle.
42, Mississippi State, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Wants to throw, it's Maddox. Picked off, what a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Touchdown, Tennessee! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Mississippi State, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. Boom. Makes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put... board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Looking to throw, it's Gibbs. Showing the arm strength down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. This guy is putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable. There's just no way to stop him. The defense hasn't had answers. It's short, he can make plays. It's thrown to him long. You've got to do something to slow this guy down right now because he is absolutely killing this defense.
Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Hauls it in. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Gibbs. Finds his man. And they're able to get him down.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Touchdown Volunteers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
59, Mississippi State, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his man. It's Gentry. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. And it's incomplete on third down.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. Touchdown Vols! Stealing a score on special teams.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He'll pull it on the read. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6-time tonight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Gibbs. Extending the play. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Takes a handoff. It's Butler. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Volunteers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Hand off from the shotgun. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Quarterback making checks. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Get set, get set.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. second down as we open the final stanza. Looking downfield, it's Gibbs. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Turning it on! And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Gibbs. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. He makes the grab.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10.
And first down for the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown Vols! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And he made the extra point without problem. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. To the air, it's Maddox. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit.
Number 10, on to punt it away.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. And the Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Gibbs. Looking to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 20.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
1st and goal, Tennessee.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Maryland sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in College Park. That's how much they took that crowd out of them. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Release to the back. And that one's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive from the 42.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
1st down for the offense.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably